Hey gang, Jason Barton here with today's Real Estate Investing's 2-minute tips. And today I'm going to tell you where to get that glorified foreclosure list at. A lot of my students and a lot of beginning investors, that's their number one question. Where do I get the list of properties that are going into foreclosure? Now I'm here to tell you that a lot of those services that you can find online for the monthly fees are not the best list for you to get. You want the golden list that is the fresh list, the one that has just come out. And those services online typically do not offer that. So where do I get this list at? Well, you're going to have to do a little bit of work. You're going to have to go down to your county's Recorder of Deeds office. It might be called something else in your area. Check the list out, right, should be right about here. You're going to want to go down to that office and start asking questions. Go up to the people that work there. Where do I get the list of properties that are going into foreclosure? Where do I get the NOD list? Where do I get the notice of default list? Is it offered up in a paper, a local paper in this area? Where do I get that paper at? That's typically all you're going to need to do. Now, while you're down there also, make yourself familiar with the Recorder of Deeds office. This is where you can find out if your title on a property is clean. Also, this is where you can find people that work for title companies. You can go up to them. They're in there on a daily basis, and they all know each other. It's kind of like their own little community. They're all talking back and forth, and when you come in, yeah, you're going to stand out. They're going to know, who's this dude? He's not with our little pack. But you can ask them, hey, do you guys offer this list up for free, or do you charge a fee for it? I'd like to get a hold of it. And they'll simply tell you, whether or not you can have it from them or not. But also, once you find out the name of the paper that offers that list up, typically in the area around that courthouse or around the Recorder of Deeds, and in that little area, you're going to be able to find a newsstand that has that paper in it. Cheap paper, 50 cents or $1 to pick it up, and you'll be able to subscribe to it, and it's going to have your golden list. It's going to have your foreclosure leads in there. It's going to have bankruptcies if you get into that game later on. It's going to have a list of things that have taken place, such as what am I looking for? Divorces, things like that. It's a judicial paper generally that has all of the filings of all of the hanky-panky stuff that's going on in this world with bankruptcies, divorces, things like that. So that's where you want to get the list from. The services online generally aggregate their lists from these local papers. So it generally takes them a couple of weeks to do that. So the list that you're seeing online is a couple of weeks to possibly even a couple of months old. That's not good. That's not going to get the job done if you're really serious about this game. Get the local list, go down to your recorder's office, ask questions. That's all it takes. It'll take you a couple hours in one day. You'll find it, then you're off and running. All right? I hope that helps you out. I'm Jason Barton with today's Real Estate Investing's 2-minute tips. Email me if you got any questions. Take care.